West Indies won the toss and chose to bat. I mean, never seen a clear plan. All them a do are block. Like Australia not that good. Them should have take them on and be aggressive.
Well, clearly West Indies and New Zealand think them that good.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Raymond and I are here to talk about the just concluded match between West Indies and Australia, the fourth match of the series of both teams. West Indies taking on Australia in a match that we expected them to be very competitive. They didn't. They won the toss, Raymond, and they chose to bat, something that we anticipated would have been a very good decision. 131 all out, 45 overs and 5 balls. It's hard to describe. What do you feel?
Boy, Kurt, feel kind of gutted. I know it was going to be a tough game. I know there's a strong possibility of Australia winning, and that indeed occurred. And it was clear. It was clear that, even after winning the toss, that he needed to push to the, we usually just say, anything over 200 will be excellent. But apparently Australia is that good. So anything over 150, 170, and then let us see what happens, clearly.
So West Indies won the toss and chose to bat. A very good decision as based on the track record of this particular pitch. 82% of the teams that bat first win, except when West Indies play, right? So West Indies chose to bat. Datin Matthews at the top of the order. Datin 16 of 30. 6 balls. Matthews 0. Ducks are 4. It all went downhill from there, Raymond. The openers normally set the foundation for the team. Sometimes the middle order don't do nothing, but the openers are always doing something. Matthews, probably the leading run scorer in the competition, going into this match, 0. That was really a dagger in the wheel of the West Indies team trying to get to that 200-plus score.
Yeah, Kurt. So we always brag and boast about how good the top order has been in the tournament so far. Datin and Matthews, we brag how good they batted, even though losing to India, how fast they scored the runs and so forth, and the partnership that they had. Boy, Perry really took pretty much give us a warm time, and Perry pretty much just clear out our top order. When you see Matthews with this blip on our record and really messing up our stats for the tournament so far, going for Ducks, that is going to be I would have said long night, but a short night in a sense. That they also going to push past a certain figure. Taylor came to the party slightly because really and truly the strike rate wasn't what we are accustomed to or wasn't what we wanted to see. Nonetheless, half century is not to scoff about. So I would actually congratulate her on hitting the half century, but she batted a little slow. And I guess I can imagine when you see some of your top order batter go for Ducks and scoring so low, it make you get a little bit more tentative. And pretty much, as you said, guard and not coming out of the blocks with being aggressive at all.
I mean, you're talking about Taylor's approach, 50 off 91 balls, and she was pretty much a spectator at the non-strikers end when Campbell was batting, and Campbell scored 20 runs off 51 balls. And during that period of the partnership, and that was the best partnership of the innings, Campbell faced almost 10 overs, and every over is Campbell at the crease, and Stephanie was just watching from the other end. She faced 51 balls for 20 runs. In the middle, when we thought they would have tried to stabilize the innings and rotate the strike, they were very negative in their approach. They were just blocking, and blocking. I mean, I see nothing positive coming out of an approach when you just all you do is just block. The ball, the middle of them batting up and them a block, which clearly means that they must see the ball big like breadfruit and decide to knock. I can't see the strategy. They needed to be aggressive, and we spoke about that in the last review. They needed to be aggressive. Taylor wasn't aggressive. Dutton wasn't aggressive. Matthews wasn't aggressive, and the verdict is now, I don't know, out on Knight. She batting at number 3 and she hasn't done anything all campaign. So maybe we need to look at that position. But they needed to be aggressive and they weren't. Australia not that good. Feel just a block every ball.
Well, clearly they're that good. I keep saying it. Clearly they did that to England and did that to New Zealand. They put a lot of pressure on a lot of teams. Between Perry and Gordon, it was like, boy, they pretty much put a lot of pressure on our top order and the rest of the team. So there's a lot of scaring. They felt as if, preserving was the best option for them. Preserving to what end, I don't know, because, if nobody's getting aggressive and you're actually at the middle order and you're not putting on any runs, then clearly the game would actually, slip away from you. And then you put a lot of pressure on your bowler when they come in. So, when you have batters up there doing stuff like that, it I just say it's negative. And I guess the Australian team had the West Indian girls scared the entire game. Scared.
Apparently, and then when you look at some of the decisions that they made, like Henry run out. I mean, I don't know if the third run was on, but she dived and her bat was in the air while she tried to slide it in. I mean, those little things never go in West Indies' favor at all. But I can't dwell on the point too much that there wasn't any sign of any aggression. Like Campbell out there a bat that, I mean, the ball like the middle of our bat and hear the echo, right? And the nation go out. I'm like, there must be some strategy. Somebody are talking and somebody ear that say when you go out there, just get Stephanie on strike. And that never did happen. I don't know if Stephanie was hiding because she's been horrible all series. I don't know. I'm trying not to vent too much.
Yeah, it could have been she's not having the best tournament, and so the confidence is low, and so she's not in any rush to actually get to the strikers end at all. She's comfortably looking at her, half a century, albeit off 91 ball, which is no way, good for an ODI game. Nor a T20 is not even a Test cricket. It is still negative. So it's disappointing. It really is. Nobody took it on at all from a batting perspective. Nobody did.
And again, the cardinal sin is that you don't bat out your 50 overs. But then again, maybe it's for the best because they were just blocking, and we were wondering, are they going to just block for 50 overs?
Yeah, it's hard. When you look at even run rate, a run rate like that would definitely impact it, as the tournament progress, and you need that net run rate scenario, to help you. That's not there. That's not there when you bat like that, not being aggressive and so forth. That's not there at all.
And then the fall of the wickets: 4 for 1, 4 for 2, 34 for 3, 70 for 4, 70 for 5, 85 for 6, 111 for 7. It was just a horrible match. Australia bowlers. What happened to McGrath here, Raymond? 4 overs for 17 runs, a run rate of 4.2. I mean, she was being beaten all over the place, everybody else.
Well, it's funny, It's funny. Oh, you look at the stats, right? and the person used winning was that 425 economy, and you're like, who did that? I remember McGrath being all over the place. You know, that gave us some little solace, like, okay, that looks good. But when you look at a 230, a 250, you know, 3 wickets, 2 wickets, you know, 10 overs and maidens and 25 runs, that show you that the other person's made up for McGrath being beaten all over the place. They definitely did, and McGrath didn't even bowl out full allotment, you know, bowl 4, and they were like, you know, what has got to our tried and proven between Perry and Gardner, trouble. Perry Gardner just really took it to us.
McGrath need a strong talking to, but seriously, Perry 3 for 22 from 8 overs, and Gardner 3 for 25 from 10 really broke the back of the West Indies. When Australia batted, there was a little glimmer of hope. Adrian Erman, Ely caught and bowled by Matthews for 3 off 8. Lanning caught Matthews, bowled Connell, a great catch at slip. We thought that, hey, maybe we could have defended because we normally defend better than we bat, but Ian's and Mooney had other ideas. Ian's 83 not out. I wonder how she makes so much when West Indies only make 130. But she really took the game away from the West Indies. Australia scoring 132 for 3.
I'm sure if they were allowed to continue batting, you would see that level of score, because Haynes had no intention of getting out. No intention. And McGrath and Garner coming in, it wouldn't be easy at all. And this is what we were talking about. Even though we batted first, if you only put a score above 200, it was possible for them to defend it. Given the start that they had, I'm sure more pressure will be on Haynes. But when you put a score as low as that, you know, Haynes will just take them time. She just take her time and just chip at it, and before you know it, score over 50 comfortably.
Yeah, and then the bowlers for the West Indies, Matthews continued to lead the charge. She never made any runs, but she made up for that with her bowling. 8 overs, 1 wicket for 31 runs. Connell, 6 overs, 1 for 32. And Henry, 5 overs, 1 for 20. I mean, the economic rates are pretty high. Taylor, 1.2 overs, 8 runs. Closed the show for the Australians. But what this means for the West Indies, though, Raymond, is that they are at 5th place in the tables, and it's top 4 that makes the semi-finals. They have New Zealand ahead of them, India, South Africa, and Australia. India and South Africa have a game in hand. West Indies' net run rate is very low, minus 1 point something. And this is because the matches against India and Australia, them lose badly. The other 2 matches were pretty close, and then they make India beat them up by 100 and enough runs. They need to win the others.
Yeah, they need to win it. They need to win it and improve upon this net run rate. Definitely need to improve upon the net run rate big time. So I'm expecting it against Pakistan and Bangladesh. Yeah, they need to score big and put away the same level of margin that India and Australia had beaten them. They need to respond and do the same thing so that net run rate should improve and actually go as low as, you know, minus 0 point something. Just dropping and falling until it becomes positive. That's very necessary. If not, they find themselves, you know, after such a brilliant start, not being able to, you know, finish in the top 4 at all.
I feel like 5 wins will get you there. They have 2 and they have 3 matches left. South Africa will be tough. South Africa is now 2nd on the table, and there is a grudge match for South Africa. So hopefully they can rebound. They need to recover from this. They need to pull themselves together. They need to get back that energy that we saw in the match against England and New Zealand. We need to see that camaraderie, that team spirit, that everybody together coming up in the next match, not true?
Right, most def. You almost want that little fun time when that in made that catch and the how they narrowly beat England. You want that kind of fun again and that kind of level of entertainment and togetherness with the ladies, working for each other within the field, batting and getting some good on partnership, so as to push the scores to a certain point where they can possibly defend.
Yeah, fans out there, another match for the West Indies versus Australia. It didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but we want to wish the girls all the best. They batted first and made 131, and Australia beat it off in a 30 overs, 132 for 3. Not the result that we wanted, but fans out there, we would love to hear from you. What's your thoughts on the performance of the team? What should they do differently going into the next match? Who them should drop or who should come in for the person that them should kick out? We see some person hobbling off, and we hope that they will recover for the next game. Connell in particular opt off at some stage when they bowled. Fans, just leave those comments in the comment section below, and always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. Raymond and I, signing out. Be blessed.